Hi guys, welcome to my channel. My name is Dr. Aishwarya Pawar and I am a physiotherapist by profession. I have completed my bachelor's from St. J.S. Medical College and KEM Hospital. So in today's video, I am going to talk about the COVID Essential Kit, which consists of equipments as well as medications which everyone should have at home to prevent the spread of coronavirus infection and to prevent themselves from getting infected. You should always monitor your symptoms, so I'm gonna talk about in great details later. But before that, if you're new on my channel, please don't forget to subscribe my channel and tap on the bell icon, so every time I post a video you get the notification about it. And if you found this video useful, please hit the like button and share with your friends. Also give me your feedback in the comment section. So let's get into the video. So this is my COVID essential kit. I've made it by myself. You can see that how poor my drawing skills are, but that's okay. Corona se mat daro na kit. Here I tried to be a little funny, but it's okay. You don't have to laugh on it. So now I'm going to open this kit and show it to you all. It consists of few equipments as well as medications. So let's open this kit and see what it has. So the first and the foremost thing that you should make is the content kit list. So it includes all the contents of the kit. So I have thermometers, betadine gargle, mask, gloves, band-aid, gauze and some medications which you should always have at home during this pandemic. So these are a pair of non-sterile powdered gloves. You can always wear it while going out, but you should also know how to dump it properly. There is a way to dispose it off. So next is salbutamol. It is used in patients who have long-standing breathing difficulties as well as severe attacks of asthma, and it has to be administered via nebulizing machine and a proper neb set. So this is a digital aero thermometer. I have two thermometers at home. One is used by my dad. You should never share thermometers, which is why we have extra. Even if you are sharing, you should know how to make it sterile again and then use. It's a pack of gauze, so it's optional. I've just kept it. Next is mercury thermometer. I would not recommend to you guys because it is not as reliable as compared to the digital thermometer. So next is band-aid. This is aero pulse oximeter. It's basically used to check your pulse as well as oxygen saturation, which I am going to talk about it later in brief. So next is betadine gargle. It's an effective solution in killing the germs associated with both viral and bacterial infections inside the mouth and throat. So now we'll talk about medications. These are vitamin B complex. Next is levocetirizine. It is used to relieve runny nose, sneezing, itching and some allergies. Next is paracetamol. It's an antipyretic used to treat fever. These are disposable 3-layered masks and obviously single use only. So guys, I am not prescribing any medications to you. You just need to get it prescribed from your physician, and I am a physiotherapist and I am not allowed to prescribe any medications. It's just that I am letting you all know about the uses of each and every medications. Now we will see each content in brief. So these are a pair of non-sterile powdered gloves. I have purchased a box. So the material is latex. It is of medium size. It has been mentioned everything. Powdered form, non-sterile, ambidextrous, single use only. Ambidextrous means able to use the left hand and the right hand equally well. So if you guys want, I will put a link in the description box and the details from where I have purchased everything. You just need to call or email the person. So I have got it from Sai Scientific and Surgical. Their office is in Marine Lines, but you can get it delivered. You just need to contact or drop a mail, or you can find them on IndiaMart as well, or Just Dial. So this is a disposable 3-layered mask which I am using. You can even use a homemade mask or N95, whichever mask is available for you, you can use for your safety, but wearing a mask is must. So this is aero pulse oximeter. It's a very reliable device. You can check your pulse rate. So pulse rate is the number of beats or contractions your heart makes per minute. So normally it is 72 beats per minute, but approximately it can be anything between 60 to 100 per minute. So it comes up with an operator's manual, so you can easily understand and use how to operate it. So just now I'm going to show you how to use it. I'm placing it on my index finger of my left hand. It is also used to measure oxygen saturation. So basically a pulse ox is a non-invasive device that estimates the amount of oxygen in your blood. It does so by sending the infrared light into capillaries in your fingers. You can also use in your toes, earlobes. So a normal reading is anything between 95 and 100%. Or below normal blood oxygen level is called hypoxemia. Hypoxemia is often a cause for concern. So SpO2 below 90 is a cause for concern. So your PR indicates heart rate. So the signs of hypoxemia are shortness of breath, chest pain, confusion, headache, and rapid heartbeat. So your blood oxygen level may be low if you are COVID positive. So it is important to monitor your SpO2 levels. SpO2 levels are also reduced in conditions such as asthma, anemia, congenital heart defects, heart diseases, respiratory distress syndrome, emphysema, and COPD. COPD is chronic obstructive pulmonary disease, which is a group of lung diseases that restrict your airflow and make it difficult to breathe. One of the main causes of COPD is cigarette smoking. Yeah, I forgot to mention that pulse ox has 4 different modes. You can operate it in any of the mode you want. So pulse ox is must to monitor your symptoms at home if you are suspecting yourself as a COVID positive, or if you have recently come in contact with a person who has been infected. This is a mercury thermometer which is not very reliable. So there are ways to take temperature. You can use oral by placing in the mouth under the tongue. You can use axillary by placing in the armpit. You can use tympanic by placing it in the ear. So there are various markings in degrees Celsius as well as Fahrenheit. So it's a big flop, and I am not going to recommend anybody. Whereas if you can see digital thermometer, it is very reliable. It comes with 1 year warranty, quick measurement, no mercury, and easy to use. Anyone can use it at home simply. So this box has some indications, and there is an indication of normal as well as abnormal values in degrees Celsius as well as in Fahrenheit. So it's a quick, easy tool. You can always assess whether your body temperature is normal, you have low fever, you have moderate fever, or you have high fever. So more than 42.1 degrees Celsius is an emergency, that is hyperpyrexia. It's an emergency and you should see a doctor. So the most common symptom of corona is fever, which is why you should always monitor yourself every 2 hourly. Whenever you have fever, whether you have low, high, or moderate, you should have a check on your symptoms. And if you feel that it's a warning sign, you should definitely visit a doctor and get yourself checked for corona. You should not hide at home, or you should not hide your symptoms from anybody, because it's a deadly disease, and you should always update yourself on the Arogya Setu app. And you should always assess yourself if you have any symptoms like fever, sore throat, headache, fatigue, vomiting. So before going to the doctor, you should always monitor your symptoms. You should always keep paracetamol handy, and you should get it prescribed by a doctor. Do not take medications on your own, and neither am I prescribing you any medications. So these medicines are what I keep handy at home. Levocetirizine, vitamin B complex. So levocetirizine is basically for sneezing, allergies, cold. Paracetamol, as we all know, is an antipyretic, and it helps to cure fever. It comes under the name Paracet 500 or paracetamol. So you should always keep these medicines handy, but get it prescribed from your doctor. So betadine gargle is also effective in killing germs, both viral and bacterial. So at the first sign of a sore throat, you should gargle with betadine mouthwash for 30 seconds. And you can use it 4 times a day. The instructions have been mentioned on the bottle, or you can use as per the guidance of your physician. You can mix equal volumes of betadine and warm water and gargle for 30 seconds. If you have sore throat, so this is salbutamol nebulizer solution. I have already explained to you that it is for acute severe asthma as well as for people who have chronic breathing difficulties. You cannot take it on your own. You have to get it prescribed from your physician. Administration of salbutamol or any medicine on your own is hazardous. So do not take any medications on your own. Neither am I prescribing you anything. Get it prescribed from your physician. Next is gauze. This is optional, guys. So now I am going to explain you cross contamination, how you can become a carrier or how you can get infected. So I'm going to explain 3 scenarios. Scenario 1 is when a person wears gloves and goes to the market, how he becomes a carrier or how he is getting infected. So in scenario 1, you are going out, touching the lift button, opening the lift door with your dominant hand. You don't know how many people have opened the lift before you. You touch the vegetables, you touch fruits, say those vegetables and fruits have been touched by a COVID positive patient. So now you are a carrier. Now you are opening the lift door. You don't know how many people after you are going to open the lift, so they becomes the carrier. Now you are opening your door with the contaminated glove. So congratulations, my friend, you got the virus inside your home despite taking precautions. Now you are closing the latch with that same contaminated glove. You could have avoided the situation if you would have carried sanitizer along with you, but you didn't. Now I am explaining you scenario 2, those who do not wear gloves while going to the market. So now you are again using the lift button. You don't know how many people have used before you. The same story goes on and on. So now in the market you are touching certain vegetables. You don't know how many people have touched before you. So here you became a carrier, or maybe someone else can become a carrier because you have touched the lift button bare hands, and now you are touching the vegetables. So again you are coming back, getting infected, touching the lift, closing the door with the contaminated hand, and you don't know how many people after you are going to use the lift. So again you are going home, you are opening the door with your contaminated hand. Here, my friend, again you are successful in getting the virus back. Now you are closing the latch with the same contaminated hand, and now you feel thirsty and you are drinking water with the same contaminated hand. You don't know who after you is gonna drink water from the same bottle. So next you feel like using your phone. You are checking your text messages, you are up to calling somebody, you are checking some notifications. So again your phone has become contaminated. Now the phone has the virus. So now if you are calling someone, your phone is going to come in contact with your cheeks, with your ears, and you are successful again in getting contaminated. So scenario 3, where you can avoid cross contamination. So while using lift, use a pen. While opening the lift doors, use your elbow or use your non-dominant hand. If you are not able to open the lift with your elbows or your wrist, you can use your non-dominant hand. So in this way you are not getting exposed directly to the virus. Also avoid touching any fruits or vegetables bare hands. So now while opening door, you can use your foot, or you can ask your mom to keep the door open, or you can use your elbows of your non-dominant hand to open the door. Come in and close the door with your foot. The next thing you do is sanitize your hands. Ask your mother to drop it on your hand. In this way you are not infecting your mother as well as the door latch. So here the winner is the sanitizer. So guys, if you found this video useful, do share it with your friends. And please subscribe my channel. Please share your feedback about the video and the COVID Essential Kit. Thank you so much for watching my video.